come vibe with us. Hey guys, how you going? We have had our Healies a week, not quite a week tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're super excited. What we want to do is each week update you on what we've learnt this week.
And we're pretty invested in learning more and sharing it with you guys as well.
Absolutely. So I think the first thing I really want to tell everyone is when you order your Healy, they are amazing in the fact that they will send you a really great email that has all the how to get started videos. So I highly recommend you watch those.
Yes.
Because they're really good. And we will probably also put some in here in the group in the video section as well, so you'll be able to find them there. But if all else fails, check your junk box for that email from Healy, and it will have how to get started, how to run your programs, how to download your apps, all of that sort of stuff.
It's a great idea to go through that before you actually receive your device, because I know when I received my device, I thought I'd just be able to figure it out because I'm pretty tech savvy, but I did have to think through quite a few elements of the whole process, and I should have spent time leading up to that watching the how-to videos, and I didn't.
Yes. And in saying that, it's not hard, is it?
It's not hard.
There's just a couple of tips in there about the order in which to do things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that makes your life a lot easier.
Super useful information.
Otherwise, you end up like messaging your friend going, why won't this work?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or,
Yeah.
what's the app called
Yeah.
that I need? So yeah, I had the apps all downloaded already, but they won't actually work until you get your Healy because they're activated by the serial number on the back of your Healy. So
Yep, so you have to match up your device to the app that you've downloaded on your phone, and that's when they'll talk to each other and it'll start to work.
absolutely. So the other really important tip I think that we've learnt this week is how to turn your Healy on. So it can be a little bit, what's the word for it?
Dicky.
So there's a sticker over the front of your Healy basically, like not a cheap nasty sticker but like a vinyl plate.
A front face.
Yes, and where it has the power button, it's not exactly directly under that. So I know mine is just a little bit to the right, and one tip one friend says don't use the whole of your thumb, sort of use the edge of your thumb. So I know that mine is just off to the right, and when you push down there, it's quite a firm pressure that you use, and you can feel it click on, and I don't know if you can see there. So that's the next thing you'll need to learn with your Healy. The next thing is it charges through one of those mini micro USB things, which is handy because you'll have lots of those if you have other devices already, so it's not like it's a unique plug, which I think is great. And then it has two holes for your little connectors.
Just run these
Little doobie lackies.
to your straps.
That's right. Or to your sticky pads, or there's a different set that run to your earlobe pads. Now you were saying the other cool thing is when you open up the program that you want to run, it actually tells you which connections to use.
It
So
does,
that's good
yes.
too.
So you will know. Once you pick a program to run, it'll tell you what to grab, what to put on, and you don't have to guess.
Yes, perfect. The next thing is, and this is quite important, this is to do with using your app. When you are using the Healy app, it's really important that you turn your Healy on first, okay? Your Healy will connect to your phone via Bluetooth. So you'll notice now my Bluetooth is not running because I haven't opened the app. When I open the app, my Bluetooth will come on and my Healy will connect to my app. So a few people have asked us about frequencies and that sort of thing, and basically that Bluetooth only runs while you have the app open, and once you close the app it's no longer emitting a Bluetooth frequency.
That's right.
So it's quite safe really. I would say using your Healy is much safer than even using your phone,
Absolutely.
because you're being exposed to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and whatever network you're on, whether that be 3G, 4G or 5G.
Yeah.
So when you open your app, it will then, when you first get it, you'll need to run through the settings and update your settings. And please watch the video on how to do that to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Your program, your app will update, it'll talk to the cloud, and it will download the programs that you've bought specific to the device you have. So Tenille and I have slightly different programs because we've bought different packages, but the HEALY itself is exactly the same, and you can update your HEALY at any time and buy more or less, well, not less, but you can buy more programs, which is really cool. What else? Did you have anything in there you wanted to?
So the program that you actually purchased, the level that you are on, is stored within the app, and as Alicen said, the device itself is all the same. It's only what's within your app that changes, and then if you wanted to upgrade or add programs in, it goes all to the app on your device. And then when you choose a program to run, it literally Bluetooths it across to the device, and you can see it loading into the device. Once it's loaded, you can clear the app out so it's no longer emitting the Bluetooth across. Close that, and then the program you've chosen is stored in the device, and then it runs, and it will always store the last program that you ran, but that's all that will be in there.
So the HEALY cloud is really efficient. It's really fast, and it pulls the information down out of that cloud that they've created really, really quickly. So another thing I just want to point out in your app is up the top where the battery symbol is, that tells you the battery power of your HEALY, not your phone. So you know, so my HEALY still has 49%, which is good because I've ran quite a few programs with it today already. And the little symbol next to it, which kind of looks like a Wi-Fi signal, that's telling you how strong the signal is between your HEALY and the app. Okay, so that's that one. So you have your own little symbols for your phone up above, but it has the little HEALY symbols in there as well.
The battery on it does seem to last, I've found, over a day, even if you're using it really regularly and running programs for a majority of the day, so it's got a really good battery life.
I ran 13 programs the other day.
Yeah.
Like, so my HEALY was running literally from when I woke up. I ran a heap of programs, then I went to a friend's house and ran a heap of programs for them, came home.
Cool.
Everyone in the family ran programs, then we ran a sleep program for the kids, and it still had 30% left.
Beautiful. That's good.
I was like, whoa, that's really good. It's better than my Apple Watch.
It is, yeah, and like anything, let it go right down before you charge it up again.
Yes. And fully charge it before you use it the first time too. It charges very quick. They say 60 to 90 minutes to charge it. So it does come about half charged when you get it, but it is a good idea. First thing is to plug it in and get full juice in it so you maximise that battery capacity. So the next thing you need to do is attach your wrist straps, and that's them there. Now whenever you're attaching the wrist straps or the earlobe thingies, you need to actually wet them so that you get good conductivity. And we were just saying before, I found a little tip that I was having trouble with my bands being wet enough, so I stuck a couple of the little foamies that are normally for the ear pads on there, but that works really well because they stay wet for longer. So I just dunk them into, you can either run them under the tap or dunk them into a little bowl of water, and then you want to attach them so that that little stud, the little electrode, is going to be on the inside of your wrist, connecting into the soft part of your wrist there, like that, and just where it's comfortable for you. So, Tenille, while I am connecting up, do you want to tell us a little bit about what programs you run and what you've discovered?
Yes. I was very interested in running the sleep cycles on the HEALY. So I received my HEALY on Friday afternoon. I don't sleep deeply. I wake up a lot.
And neither does your little person, hey?
Yes. No, she doesn't. But
sleep's an issue in your house, would you say?
Even if she's sleeping, I'm not.
Right.
So I can't entirely blame her for my lack of sleep.
Fair enough.
I tend to have created a habit where I'm lightly sleeping. I will toss and turn a fair bit, and I will wake up, and I will consciously wake up and roll over. And so I was pretty excited to run the sleep cycle, and I looked at, and there's a couple of, within my program there's 4 different sleep programs. One is Sleep Cycle and one is Balanced Sleep, and they both were interesting to me. I think it was the Sleep Cycle which gets you into the delta. It optimizes getting you into a deep state of sleep quickly.
Yeah.
And that's what I ran. And I had the best sleep I have had in a long time that night. And I was definitely in my deep sleep because I was dreaming, and I was within these dreams continuously. And I woke up and I could remember the dreams.
Wow.
Saturday morning I woke up at 5 a.m.
I was going to say, you woke up early, didn't you?
Yep, and that's not my normal. And I thought, you know, I could get up, but it's dark and it's cold. So I lay there for another half an hour and then I have to get up. I am awake. So I had been through my deep state. I had been rested.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I ended up getting up and doing jobs. I had a couple of different jobs that I had put off all week because I didn't have the mental capacity to do it. One involved a job for my accountant, business level, ATO level, and I couldn't think my way through it all week because I was just fogged. And I had that done by 7 a.m.
I was going to say, because you sent me a message quite early and you're like, I've already ticked off all these jobs.
And then I cleaned. And I don't do that before 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
The cleaning has affected me too. I was telling you before, so I was running a heap of programs. I can't even remember. I should write down what ones I've been running, but I haven't. But once the kids went back to school, I started on a little cleaning frenzy. And I cleaned out all my kitchen cupboards. I rearranged my pantry.
Just motivated.
Yeah. And I actually enjoyed it. Like, I actually enjoyed pottering around and rearranging and
rather than
it
being, I have to do this job.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
What else have I noticed? Oh, a couple of things, again, within the app is I feel like when you crank up the intensity and you get that little buzz, it's a little bit addictive.
It is.
It feels really good.
Yeah.
But if you then want to use your phone for something else, or you want to conserve your phone's battery, you need to actually close the app fully. Okay, so not just, you know how we have apps running in the background all the time. Make sure you actually close it fully. And when you close it fully, you'll see that your little Bluetooth light will stop flashing. So I'm no longer now conducting any Bluetooth, so I can just clip that onto my shirt and go about my day. I also too usually will run my wires down my sleeves, so I don't, like I was cooking dinner last night while I had them hooked up in my sleeves and didn't end up, hooking them on things as I was walking around, so that's really cool.
That's it.